you sort of don't, it makes you're as disoriented as Martha is. Like when a scene starts, you're not able to say where it's happening. There's no sort of sharp shocks. It just has this ratcheted up tension, which just goes right from the beginning to the very end of the film. All right. Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene is a film about this young woman who's indoctrinated into a cult that lives in a secluded farmhouse in the woods in upstate New York. And half of the film, she's in this cult, and you see what happens when people get indoctrinated in and the activities that they get up to and how they're manipulated inside the cult. And then the other half of the film is after this young woman, Martha, has escaped from the cult and has gone to live with her older sister and her older sister's fiancé in their lakefront house in Connecticut.
I think what's cool about the movie is where it begins, and it kind of begins in this middle point of the two worlds blending, and the movie is the two worlds. The movie is what's gonna happen and what happened.
It's not giving too much away to say that she escapes from the cult, because it's not sort of split into two, it's not chronological order. It's sort of fragmented into pieces, and things that are happening to her when she's with her sister remind her or echo with things that happened when she was in the cult.
My job was really to make him a credible seducer, to not make him too arch, too over the top.
You've got the manipulative cult leader played by John Hawkes, who's the guy who played Sol Star in Deadwood and Teardrop in that film Winter's Bone from a year or so ago. And he sort of cornered the market in manipulative, creepy cult leader types. And then you've got her sister. I recognise her sister, but I don't know who she was played by, but she's sort of manipulative in her own way, in the sort of way that families can be manipulative.
Even though she has disappeared at other times in our sisterhood, it's never been for this long, and she's never seemed so bizarrely changed.
Anyway, the girl herself, Martha, is played by Elizabeth Olsen, who's the youngest sister, or a younger sister, of the Olsen twins, those creepy twins from the 90s.
I remember this bed. Where the heck have you been? I've been looking all over for you. Please don't ever leave me again. We're supposed to hug now.
But anyway, that's not like the best acting pedigree for Elizabeth Olsen to have, I guess, but she's... Do not hold it against her that her older sisters are the Olsen twins, because she's brilliant.
Well, she's just a picture. Just a picture.
There are just some brilliant bits where, because the farmhouse the cult lives in and the lake house that the sister lives in have got quite similar sort of wood panelling and the same size, and they're both set in woods, sometimes when a scene starts, you're not sure where it's happening, whether it's happening in the cult or it's happening sort of later on in the bit where she's with her sister. Anyway, it's a brilliant film. I think in the States it was out a while back, because I remember seeing the trailers up online a few months ago. But anyway, you should definitely see it if you can, because, well, you know, whenever it comes out so you can rent it, because it's really good. But I've got to go.